Hi everyone. Thanks for having me here. This is Pramila Soni, and I'm working in Sitecore services as a solution architect. I have 9 years of experience in IT and almost 6 year experience in Sitecore. Nowadays, I'm a bit more focusing on commerce part. So here I am to just present some introduction and plugin based architecture of the commerce engine, how it works. So I have given only 45 minutes to talk, but I think it's very short time to talk commerce, all the commerce topic in 45 minutes. But I'm going to cover a few topics which I have prepared. That will be introduction about Sitecore Commerce 9 architecture and extending the engine and plugins. And if we'll get enough time, then we'll go for the XSA. If I can ask you that, how many of you got chance to install Sitecore Commerce 9 already? No. You are not allowed to say anything. Okay, that's good, because so it's good that I choose that introduction topic, so everybody will know that what is Sitecore Commerce 9. So let's start with the thing. If you can see the small icons here, the business tool, that will appear when you will get successful installation of the Sitecore Commerce 9, and that is a separate application. When you click on that, you will open the URL into different tab, and that will have, this application will manage catalog, inventory, customer order, promotions, and pricings. So let's move to the catalog management. So what I'm going to do, I will just read bit theory, and then we'll go to the practical. Then I think the practical will be more interesting than reading the theory. So catalog management is this is a core items Commerce 9, which manage all the products inside of the catalog. So catalog, the product in Commerce 9 is called a sellable item. So the features include in the catalog management is define the product with the variation, which depends on multiple features, or maybe depend on the properties like size, color, description, etc. And price book, promotion book can be associated with the catalog. That will just go through the demo and we'll see that how it looks like. A sellable item or a product can be associated with multiple catalogs. And here in this scenario, if we can see how a sellable item will be associated with the multiple catalog system. So let's consider this. We have 3 catalog and couple of categories and 3 sellable items with and without variance. So let's have this scenario. Sellable item 1 and 2, they are associated with catalog 1. And in second scenario, if you notice, sellable item 1 is also associated with catalog 2. And there's some new sellable item. So the idea of this diagram or this presentation is one sellable item can be associated with multiple catalogs. Same goes with the catalog 3. Same thing with the inventory set. Inventory set in the Commerce 9 is a new concept. Inventory set, the idea behind the inventory set is inventory set can be used to represent inventory into multiple stores. So in this diagram, if you can notice, we have 3 stores. And
just 2 seconds. I think your microphone just turned off. Of course it did. I'm sorry. I'll switch.
It was working.
It was working perfectly, and we had also the battery on it. But now Bobo, who's in Sweden, are complaining about it, and they're like, "Hey, we can't really hear anything." Yeah, 2 seconds. Full battery. I promise this one works better. Sorry, guys. I mean, it's weird, right? Go. At least we know they're awake. Yeah, exactly. Put that in. Do a quick check. Say something.
It's not blue. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it should be now.
You did good?
No, it's still not working.
Yeah, but it's okay. Say something.
Hello. Hi.
I have no clue.
You get hold of all.
I mean, well, we got to continue with something.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, there was a lot.
I think something is going on. Maybe I need to hold it like this.
I think that's a lot better. Is that okay?
It's coming and it's going. I don't know. I need to
We
just
can
hold
switch
it.
microphones. Because, I mean, we're doing something live with 50 people plus 60 other people in other countries. Something is always going on, right? It's not like we did a test with it 3 times yesterday and then one today. Everything was still working, so. Let's switch microphones.
How many of you work with Commerce 8? Anybody is one person? Just the certification, I think.
Does it hold the microphone?
I think so. I
So
think
we
it's
have
a
2
loose
people
wire.
who live
Basically,
paying
the other
installments.
I just did that.
So it's like a Commerce 8. Yeah, and
You know
live,
that?
yeah.
Just
I have to say that
speak into it.
although
They can hear it now. They can hear it now, you sure?
it's not super simple.
Can you say something?
It still is a lot better than Commerce 8. So,
Yes, I think we're right.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
But there's no blue line.
No, no, it's fine. It's just, the blue light is the first time.
Okay.
We're up and running again.
Oh, it's the most tested version.
Isn't that what you're always saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll continue. Inventory set. Should I continue the inventory set or I should go one more slide back?
Just continue, it's fine.
Okay. Inventory set. The idea behind of the inventory set can be used to represent inventory into multiple location or stores, as you can see in the presentation. So here we have 3 stores, multiple inventories, and few sellable item. So let's go with this. Consider this scenario. We have inventories available for sellable item 1 variant 1 and sellable item 1 variant 2 for store 1. And now we have inventory available for sellable item 1 for store 2. So this connection just show that how the one sellable item or multiple sellable item can associate with multiple stores. And same goes with the store 3. So that can be, cross inventory connection. And one more interesting feature in the Commerce 9, inventory can be transferred to one store to another store, which you can see here and we'll see in the demo as well. Okay, before going to the pricing, I will just go to the demo part. After installing the Commerce, you get this small icon, this business tool, which is a different application. If I'll click over here, I redirect to the different application, and here I get all the information about, or all the module about merchandising, inventory, pricing, promotion, customer, and other things. So I was talking about the catalog. Let's have an example about the catalog and inventory. I have created few example catalogs, but when I install that Commerce 9, I get some catalog as a out of the box. For example, Habitat Master. So I will go inside of the Habitat Master and we'll see that how that sellable item is associated with the catalog. This catalog have multiple categories. A catalog can be structured with the categories and multiple categories or subcategories. So we have multiple categories here. I'll take example of the department. And this will again have multiple categories. Yeah. So here are the sellable item and few other categories, and there are some more sellable item exist. So those are the sellable item is part of the catalog. Let's have a look of one sellable item. So this is a product or sellable item. It looks like this, where you will have a detail section, which will have some detail about the brands or display name. List price, we'll come to the list price again. Some variants, so one product can have a multiple variant, and display properties or image, few other features. If you can notice here, this catalog have price book associate and promotion book associate, and inventory also. So we are going to create a new inventory, and we'll try to associate with this catalog, and we'll see the actual impact on the product. This is a module for the managing inventory. So I have already created one test inventory to save some time. In the test inventory, I have few, so let me just create one more product here inside of the inventory. In inventory, you can associate sellable item as we saw in the presentation. When you will search for a sellable item, you will get a list of the sellable item, which you can choose it, which you want to apply the inventory on. So let me just choose maybe this one. Yeah, and the quantity I will keep it 50, and I will leave the other things. Okay, I think it's already associated. So if it is already associated, we can use the same thing. Yeah. So here, in this inventory set, if I'll go to test inventory again, and I will just try to associate my catalog, which I will get an option which catalog I can associate. I will associate the Habitat Master and save. So this inventory set is associated with catalog Habitat Master. If you can see here, the inventory set got changed. Inventory set is test is associated with Habitat Master. So let's go to the website. This is an example website which you get out of the box when you install the Sitecore. So XXA is an example website which comes with the Sitecore installation. It can be avoided, or you can install it as part of the. I need to go to the computers and tablet. And if I remember exactly which one I used is, maybe I'll search for them. I think it was this one. So here, if you have noticed that in my inventory set, I have put quantity 20. So here we can see that this laptop have quantity 20 because it's coming from the inventory set. It can be easily changed by just changing the inventory set, and the quantities and everything will depend on the inventory which we are associating with the catalog. So let's go here. And I'm going to show you how you can change or you can transfer the inventory to the another inventory set. So this was my product where I have 20. So let me just click on that and transfer my inventory to target set where I would like to transfer it, maybe inventory 1. And quantity, I will transfer 5 quantity to the inventory set 1. So you can see the impact of this one. The quantity got changed and it's 50 now. So let me go to the inventory 1 where I transfer my 5 inventory to inventory 1. Yeah. So it was initially it was 50, then I transferred 30, and then I again transfer 5. So it's the 35. So it's quite easy to just transfer the inventory and it will start taking the value from there. And if now I refresh my screen here, yeah, I should get impact of whatever I change it. So this is an example, it's a demo example for the catalog and inventory, how you can manage and how you can associate inventory with the catalog. Let's move to another slide. So we'll discuss every module very briefly. I have discussed the catalog. Now I'm going to discuss the price module, and we'll see the demo of the price module. So the price management or price module. Price module is about managing the dynamic prices. Dynamic prices in the sense that you can manage the dynamic prices based on the date or currency of a product. So one product can have a multiple currency and it can have a multiple prices according to price card implementation. So price management have the features include is date-based prices, quantity-based prices, and some other features. If you notice in the small, the flow diagram, a sellable item have a list price. This is a default price which always associate with the sellable item on the time of the creation of the sellable item. But sale price on top of that, this is depend on your price card implementation. So if you have price card associate with a product, that will be your dynamic prices, that's called your sale prices. Or you may also consider this one as a list price will be always your fallback price if you don't have dynamic price associate with the product. So let's see this example also. I'll go to the pricing here. Again, I have created as a sample prices here. Let's go to the test. And I'm going to create one more price card, which I will associate with the Mira laptop again. So price card can be so here I have price card. I'll click on the price card. Then I get detail and I also get a snapshot option. So snapshot option is where you are going to create your prices based on your currency or based on your time. So this is a begin rate is from today. Let me just make some time changes here. Maybe, yeah. I click here. And then I will get an option for the currency. I will put in US dollar. Okay, and quantity. So one quantity should be maybe $20, or two quantity should be maybe I would like to give some kind of discount. If they will buy two, then I will put the 20, maybe 30. Yeah. Now this price card I'm going to associate with the product. Yeah, I got a price card here. I need to go it back. This is draft status. I need to approve it. It's, when you are creating the price card, is always you need to remember that you need to approve it, and it cannot be visible if it's not approved. Since I'm admin, I have all the rules associated with that, so I can have all the rules to approve it. Okay, so done. I have approved price card, which I just now created. Go to back, everything is done. Approve, approve. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just open the same product, which we were taking the examples, Mira laptop, and will associate that price card to this laptop. This was my laptop? No, I think it was 16 GB, something like that. Yeah, so this was my laptop. So this is my laptop. If you can notice here, we have the list price. As I said earlier, the list price will be always part of the sellable item creation. So you get a list price here. Let me just associate one price card, which just now I have created. Can you see that? Mira laptop, this one. It's very tough to see me like this way because I can't see in the screen. Okay, so now my product should have the dynamic prices, which just now I have created. I should not see this. If everything is working fine, then I should not see this price, but I should see the different prices which I have created. So let's go to, I will also change the variant. I'm not sure which one I'm looking into. So okay, so let's go to the here. It's not changing. Sometimes it happens. So what I'm going to do, I will just try to add it. Oh, it's working here. Okay, fine. Let me just try to click on the card. Okay, I can see the 20 USD dollar instead of 136.92 USD dollar. So that was my first, because I have selected one quantity, and I can see the one quantity price was $20. Let me select one more. Oh, maybe, yeah. So my two quantity price should be $30. Yeah. So since I selected the two prices, or yeah, I did two products, my price got changed. So the benefit of the price card is that you can change the prices according to the currencies and the dates. Based on the date, also the price is going to be changed later. Okay, so let's go to the different module. We spoke about the the price module or a catalog, now the promotion. So promotion is that you can apply the promotion on the product based on certain criteria. Certain criteria can be anything, like you want to, if somebody is buying products more than 300 euros or dollar, whatever, so that you would like to give some kind of discount. So based on certain criteria, promotion can be applied. So for that, we need to do the same process what we did for the price card. We need to create a promotion inside of the promotion book, and we need to apply the promotion to the catalog. So what I will just remove it because I need to show the promotion example. So I'm going to just remove the price card selection, what I have done that. So now there's no price card anymore. From here also, I'm going to remove it because I want to show the promotion example and it's very less price to do that. Yeah, good. Let me go to the promotion now. I have created this is out of the box promotion book. I'm going to create promotion in the same promotion book. Okay, so here, if I click it on the add button, I will see the same thing. I can use the promotion like media promotion, and I can just give the display name and the other properties, which if I need to give or not. What is error? Okay. Okay, so I have created one promotion. Just let's go to this one. Yeah, just click here, and then you will see all the options that what you can do as part of the promotion. This is detail, and then you need to associate an item on which item you would like to associate, or this is a catalog, sorry. Yeah, the item ID, which item. So I will choose the same item because we are using the same example. It was 633. This one. What is this error about? Protect optionally by enter the item ID. Oh yeah, sure. Here I have qualification, which criteria I need to use it. On that product, I need to use the condition, or maybe I will choose something like that. If card quantity, can you see that? I cannot see anything. Yeah. It's a car item quantity, or maybe item stock, order total. Yeah, I can choose this one. So I can choose anything in order to see that how my promotion is going to apply. Car item subtotal. Maybe I will use the car item subtotal. Yes. I'll click over here. Is or end sign. I will choose the maybe end sign. Operator, it should be less than or equal to, greater than equal to operator. And the subtotal should be 500. So the operator is greater than equal to operator subtotal 500, and the target item ID is did I choose something else? I think I'm doing something wrong because I cannot see it properly what I'm doing. Did I choose this term last term? Subtotal, car item subtotal, maybe. I will try again. No, I don't know which, but yeah, I can take this example maybe after everything is done. So when I will choose this one, my promotion will get applied on this item, which I have chosen here, Mia laptop. So I can give the 10% discount if the card is have subtotal more than 500. I will leave this because we don't have much time to finish everything. Okay, let's move to the different slide. Then we have another module inside of business tool is customer management. Customer management is, I will not go to the demo part in this one because it's quite simple, or there's nothing, it's quite straightforward. You can change or you can manage all about the customer. You can change the address, you can manage the order, entitlement, just see the customer details. The last module inside of the business tool is order management. The order management also, the demo, I can skip it or maybe we can take it later when I'll finish everything. It's just managing everything about order. Once the order is done, it can be managed from the order management, and the features include is order, payment, order to entitlement, line item. Line item can be added to the pending order, and it can be deleted from the pending order. So whatever the admin can manage in the order on the backend side, it can be managed from here. And then we have some global action. It's called cancel, hold, release, or undo. It's quite straightforward. Once the order is done, everything can be managed from the backend side. Now I'll come to my second topic is Sitecore Commerce 9 elements in architecture. The topic I'm going to cover in the element in architecture will be single and multi-tenancy, configuration, architectural entities, and data flow scenario, and topologies. So let's start with the single and multi-tenancy. In this example, Sitecore Commerce 9 comes with single and multi-tenancy option. So in this example, we have one CD environment and one commerce engine. So this is quite straightforward that you have one storefront site, and then you have one engine environment. Storefront site is directly communicating with the shop environment inside of the engine. This is a multi-tenancy example. Still, you can notice that we still have the one Sitecore CD server, but we have multiple shops, and we have one Sitecore Commerce Engine server, but multiple environment. So Sitecore Engine gives the flexibility to choose multiple environment. Every shop will have their own environment to communicate. Each environment is quite separate. They don't talk to each other. So every policies or every configuration will be separate for every storefront. So storefront here is your site, is your front-end site. So this is it's just quite simple example. It can be scaled based on the multiple CD environment. The purpose of showing this one is one engine can have multiple environment and they can communicate with the multiple site. Then let's move to the configuration part. Policy. So we'll continue talking about the policies, environment, and the role for the upcoming slides also. But here to just give the definition, is policy is a set of the data that can be used within behavior to influence the functionality. So based on the policies, the functionality can be influenced of the commerce engine. The policy characters are included is policies are heavily cached and they rarely change. And they all are stored into centralized policy store, which we'll talk about that how they're going to store and what will be the process to store all the policies and environments detail into the centralized storage. Then we come with the environment and the rules. Environmental rule, a commerce environment can be thought of a collection of the policies that affect how commerce engine will be called or the call will be handled. They give the ability to have a separate service functionality hosted into the single service instance. If you must have noticed in the previous slide that we have one commerce engine but multiple environment. So this is also talking about the same thing, that it gives the ability to have a separate service functionality which doesn't communicate with each other in the same single service instance. For example, requesting a product detail using the shop environment would probably read data from the cache, where if you are using the authoring environment, it will not read from the cache. So it depends on which environment you are using it. You can see the impact on the functionality. Then we have role. Role is a deployed instance of the commerce engine. So that three terms can be a bit confusing since you haven't started anything with the commerce right now, but we will keep on talking about all these things, roles, environment, and policies, and we will get to know that what is this exactly. Architecture element. So this diagram can be a bit interesting for you, that here you can see all the architecture entities which is required for the Commerce 9 installation, or which comes with the Commerce 9 installation. Here you get two databases as part of the Commerce 9 installation, shared database or global. Then you have 4 commerce instances, shop, authoring, minion, or DevOps. And here you get 3 indexes, catalog, order, or customer. And then the last one is BizFX and identity server. This is a business tool. So those are the roles, or those are the entities which you get when you are installing Commerce 9. We will briefly talk about each element. So share environment database. Share environment database store all the commerce data that is used in the site. For example, catalog, promotion, prices, all the possible information for the commerce site related, which is stored into the shared environment. When you're making any order or any product or any sellable information, that is stored into a shared environment. Then we have global. So this is the place where your policies, environment, and roles, basically policies, environment, get stored. When you do the bootstrapping process, that we will talk about shortly, the bootstrap process will read the data from the JSON file, which will be policies and environment, and it will put everything into the global database. The shop role. The shop role is an instance of the commerce engine which handles traffic from the storefront or from your front-end website. This role can be scaled to support the demand. This role is is intended to scale up because it needs to be close to the storefront side, and you can have multiple seed instances, and that need to be handled accordingly. So it needs to be scaled up based on the seed instances you have. So it needs to be close to the seed instances. And then you got an authoring role. Authoring role is an instance of the commerce engine again, but it handles traffic from the business tool. Since it handles traffic from the business tool, the scaling is not much required for this role because it doesn't handle the much traffic. Then we have a minion roles. Minion role is an instance of the commerce engine, which handle the background processing. It handles the asynchronous processor on the behind. So they are the worker role. They are not a web role. They start when you have done your order part, and the minion comes into picture, and they will start processing the order on the back as a background activity. Then we have DevOps roles. DevOps roles is more about the internal uses and for the DevOps personnel. It allows DevOps personnel to maintain the work, like the managing the bootstrap process or initializing the environment that go into the global database. It doesn't have other roles to do. It's only have the internal things to do. Then we have a BizFX tool. This is a brand new merchandise interface of the Sitecore Commerce 9, and that is built on the Angular 4. And that we have shown the example of that, all the business tool, how it's working. We can extend it using the plugin architecture. It's quite flexible to extend and make their own new module, or do the customization, and things are possible based on the making some plugin and do some customization. And we have Identity Server. Identity Server is a federated authentication provider for Sitecore Commerce 9. It authenticates calls to the commerce engine and is talked to the BizFX. You cannot make any call directly to the commerce engine without going to the federated authentication. You need a policy, or you need a certificates in order to communicate with the commerce engine APIs. It's quite secure. Then we got indexes. We have catalog, item, and scope indexes, which allow merchandiser to search for a specific catalog or a sellable item. And then we have order scope indexes, which allow merchandiser to search for a specific order, and same goes with the customer. That everything is allowed is for the merchandiser to search for a specific information. So the bootstrap processing, which I was talking about for the global, this is related to the global database information. I will just show you shortly how you can do the bootstrap, or which files you need to do that. So when you have a commerce engine installed into your system, you get few default folders. For example, you can see in the vroot folder, then you have data environment. In environment folder, you got policies and you got environment information. Those are the JSON files. So bootstrap process read the data from the JSON files and push data to the global database. Those are the work that should be handled from the DevOps roles. And JSON files is no longer required. It can be removed because data will be retrieved from the database, not from the JSON file after bootstrapping. Then another thing is the data flow. So we shortly discuss about elements and the policies, roles, and everything. Now we can discuss about how everything are getting communicated or how they're interacting with each other. All the roles, all the environments, how they are interacting with each other. For example, so here you can see when user hits storefront site, this is our website, and the user tried to get data from the product. Yeah, it's try to visit the product listing page or product detail page. The product listing page and detail page information comes from the Sitecore web database, and Sitecore web index return the values or return the rendering information for the sellable item, and it is written back to the CD environment. Then we have a commerce data provider that take roles, and the commerce data provider communicate with the shop role. And shop roles, there's a role where you can consider you have a different role which we have spoken about, the 4 roles, DevOps roles, shop roles, minion roles, and everything. But here in the front-end side, the shop role is important. CD environment, the commerce data provider will start communicating with the shop role. Shop role will start communicating with the share environment, and it will try to access the sellable item from the share environment. The sellable item is stored inside of the catalog entity database inside of the share environment, and it will return the sellable item to the shop role. Shop role will again communicate to the share environment in order to get the prices, and it will get prices from the share environment. And this is how the commerce catalog or sellable item or prices get communicated. When everything is done, the minion role comes into the picture. The minion role will, after making the order and everything, minion role will start communicating with the order processing queue, and it will start process every order, and it will update the share environment, and it will update the order indexes.
5 minutes.
It's only 5 minutes?
5 minutes. You're always 5 minutes past.
Yeah. I need to, maybe I'll skip those slides because I would like to show the plugins. Is it?
Then do that.
Okay. So architecture, I cannot cover architecture because this time is very short. So let's just talk about the plugin, which I would really like to talk about, and it's interesting for many of the developers that how plugin architecture works. So plugin is extending the engine. So Commerce Engine is designed based on the modern microservices-based architecture. This is lightweight microservices architecture. This gives the secure access or a federated authentication. As I said, you cannot access the Commerce Engine REST API without using the federated authentication. And it also gives a simple deployment model with support of the continuous integration. It built on ASP.NET Core 2.0. Let's start with the plugin. So plugins are designed to extend the experience of the Commerce Engine. Plugins provide a rapid development experience for extending the experience of the Commerce Engine functionality. I'll quickly go through the demo now. Yeah. I have created a plugin. I need to open it. So the plugin, maybe I can just talk about briefly plugin. Meanwhile, I'm just opening my Visual Studio. Plugin is that when you are trying to put your functionality in between of the pipelines, but you would not like to change the behavior of the pipeline, but you would like to extend it. You would not like to change anything in the existing, but still you want to extend it, then how you can do that? So we have the sample solution that will be part of your release package when you try to install the Commerce 9. In the release package SDK, we have some sample example of the plugins, which you can see here, and which is kind of very important to have further understanding that how plugin works. So in sample SDK example, which will be part of the release package, as I said, you will see some plugin example, adventure work, and CS migration, habitat, payment, Pentia, and yeah, a few more examples. So I have created plugin is to value order status. So let's go through how it's working and what I'm trying to do. I need to open the configure Sitecore.cs. If you can notice here, I have created a plugin, I have created a block, which I'm trying to add the block after the persist order block. So my persist order block is already exist in the APIs. If you can see that this will be already exist, and I would like to put my particular block after that block. So this is a configuration which I have to do, and I'm trying to extend the functionality of the persist order block. You're not giving me extra time?
No, you only have extra time.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to understand, you need to talk to emails. Then we have a policies here. If you remember, I was talking about the policies, the set of the data. Policies is nothing but the set of the data which you want to use it. It's just a variable data where you want to use it. So I have few things for my ID, and then my token for my Twilio order status. So Twilio is if I open this block, if you can see here, this is a small API which send the messages. So I'm just trying to plug this plugin in between of the persist order block. So when I will make the order, I should get the message if my order is pending and what is the order number. Let's quickly go through on this part, that how you can see. One more important information about the site for commerce. You get sample examples, sample Postman examples out of the box in the release package, and those examples you can have a look into this example, because you can get all the information that how REST APIs get called. So I have few REST APIs here. If I will click on the get pipeline, let me just generate the token first. Yeah. Click on the get pipeline, and then I can see where is my plugin added. Yeah. If you can notice here, I have added my plugin Twilio order status block after the persist order block. So persist order block was already exist block, and then my block is coming after the persist block. So what will happen when the functionality will get executed for the order? The functionality will get executed for this also, and I will get the message for my order number or what is the status of the order. So this is way you can hook up your plugin or your block in between of the existing pipelines, and you can execute the functionality. Okay.